You know this submission is going to be horrid. Horrible. When you get an 8 on a Carrie Underwood card. Do you think I'm going to submit this card looking for an 8? Seriously? Alright, you got a Platinum PSA 9. Ooh, getting a little bit better, but I want more than an 8 and more than a 9 for this crap. Let's give that bad boy a 9. God forbid you throw out a 10, right? Dark Magician Girl, how about a 5? Why in the world am I submitting an Abraham Lincoln that I think is going to get a PSA 8?
In a world full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, grading, selling, buying, one card game remains supreme. One man has the insights you need to know. Watch and subscribe now. YugiohTube.
What's up, YouTube? YugiohTube here with one of the worst PSA submission returns you'll ever see. Full of sports cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Dragon Ball Z cards. The absolute worst return I've had in 10 plus years. I don't know what's going on with PSA, but this was laughable. And you know, so many people will say, oh, PSA, you know, they're going to raise the value of the cards if you get high grades. Well, that's why some 9s and 10s are so expensive, because guess what? There's certain graders, there's certain situations that just don't add up, and this is going to be one of them. 166 cards later, $1,500 later, I get slaughtered. You ready for this? This is going to be a good one. You ready to see money being flushed down the toilet? Well, get buckled up, because this is going to be a doozy. Here we go, 166 cards. I know the grades. Usually, I do not look at the grades, but I waited so long. Guess what? 6 months to get this back to me from November. And the least they could do is give me more than a freaking 8 or 9. Oh, let me actually say, before I open these cards in the video, I believe it was somewhere around 5 out of 75 Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards combined got 10s. 2020, 2019 sports card, pack fresh, easy to grade, common crap is getting 8s. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So, we're going to start with box 1 again. I looked at all these grades already. This has got to be one of the worst submissions we'll ever see. You got to really love. Here's some Dragon Ball Z. PSA 10. PSA 10. So the Dragon Ball Z did pretty well. Here's a 9. Here is a 10. And another 10. But guess what? Dragon Ball Z, I don't even know how these cards are getting 9s. They're actually another 9. They're actually the easiest cards to freaking grade. Here's an 8. 9, 9, 9, 8. But then you should have a nice set of 10s coming through right here. So not too bad. These were not my cards. These were my friends locally. And so we have a nice stretch of 10s here. So yeah, why am I complaining, right? So many freaking 10s. Dragon Ball Z cards are pretty much the easiest cards on the face of the planet to get high grades. So let's just keep that in mind before we get into the other stuff. Here is box number 2. And let's take a look here. See what we got. Got some more Dragon Ball Z. Okay, there it is. Here's a Near Mint 7. Dragon Ball Z. Near Mint 7. Here's an Excellent to Mint 6. So you see what happened? All the new Dragon Ball Z stuff, 9s, 10s, whatever it might be. I don't even know how some were getting 8s and 9s. All the old stuff, Excellent to Mint 6. Excellent to Mint 6. Here's a Mint 9, so how about that? Okay, you know this submission is going to be horrid. Horrible. When you get an 8 on a Carrie Underwood card. Do you think I'm going to submit this card looking for an 8? Seriously? Alright, you got a Platinum PSA 9. Ooh, getting a little bit better, but I want more than an 8 and more than a 9 for this crap. Here's another one. Woo, Gem Mint 10. Yay. Here's a Frank Gore. This card, look at this. See any scratches on this? I don't. Looks great to me. Oh, look at that back centering. Awesome. Yep. And that got the 9. Again, just don't understand sometimes. Oh, a Devin Booker. This card, again, pack fresh. Look at those corners and look at the edges. And what does it get? A PSA 9. Right? Why not? Why not? Here's a gem mint. Devin Booker. All right. Marvin Bagley. This is the Red Ice. PSA 9. This one makes no sense. Vladimir Guerrero. This is a really good-looking card. PSA 9. And again, if you're waiting for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, keep waiting. This is going to be a good one. The Derek Jeter. I don't understand left to right centering. Perhaps a tad off. But you are talking the slimmest of margins. Do you see any whitening on these gold corners, which are very susceptible? I don't. And yet, what do you see? PSA 9. How about this Mike Trout? It was a PSA 9. Now downgraded to a PSA 8. Thank you. Here's a Clayton Kershaw. Why not give it a 9? And a Max Scherzer 9. You wouldn't give a 10 on these two bad boys, would you? All right. Here is where the things get nuts. Abraham Lincoln. Okay. A PSA 8 and a PSA 10. Both from the same set of packs. Both flawless cards. Why in the world am I submitting an Abraham Lincoln that I think is going to get a PSA 8? Can anyone tell me that? I mean, that's where things get just freaky. And here we go, box number 3. This is just, I mean, it's comical. You know, it's comical because, you know, I'm submitting all these cards. Oh, wait, how about these? Barack Obama. You get 2 9s on these. Okay. These should be surefire 10s. Oh, and these mini cards? Yeah, these mini cards. PSA 9. Black border. You see any white? See any whitening anywhere on the corners, on the edges, anything like that? I don't. Oh, wait, but there's more. Pete Alonso, PSA 9. You see any white? I don't see anything wrong with that. How about another 9? How about another 9? How about another 9? Oh, wait. Finally. A 10. Let's add another 9 to the stack. Oh, okay. Getting better. How about an 8? How about an 8 from a pack fresh card? Let's look at these corners. Let's see where that 8 is. You know what? We're going to take a look. First of all, if there was something crazy about this card, I would understand. For it to get an 8, I mean, I'm looking really at these corners. And look, worst case scenario, a 9. But these, again, are pack fresh 2019 cards. Why am I submitting them to get 8? 9. How about another 9? How about another 8? You know? Why not? Heck, why not? Right? Why not another 8? Really looks 8 worthy, doesn't it? Yeah. And yet another 9. Yet another 9. See where I'm going here? Tatis, another 9. Tatis, a gem mint. Wow, how about that? First one in, what, 10 cards? And a Tatis, another 9 again. So, I think the grader was trigger happy. I think the grader was a little annoyed to be working during these kind of conditions. I think it's a little bit ridiculous what's going on here. And let me move these to the side so we can get towards the Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I think there's still some more sports coming. Let's see. Box number 4, folks. Here we go. It's another box of sports. Gotta love another 8. You know, another 8 on these pack fresh. You just gotta love it. Look at that horrible surface here, right? Constituting an 8. You know, I just don't get it. Look at those horrible corners. Not sharp at all. Alright, here's another 9. Here's another 8, or 9, excuse me. Here's another 10. Woo! Wow. Here's another 9. Another 9. Another 9. Another, oh, nope, a 10. Okay. Oh, how about that? Another 10. Oh, we're back to the 9s again. 9. 10. And this one I never thought would get a 9. I thought this was the worst card in the whole freaking submission. And what did it get? It got a 9. So, don't know how that even happened. And we are back. Let's continue on. Eloy Jimenez. That's a 10. That's a 9. That's a 9. Again, all these are pack fresh. Pulled myself. Here's a 10 Tatis. That 10 Tatis, so at least we got some 10 Tatises. Let me move these Dragon Ball Z cards actually over. Pete Alonso, 9. Vladdy, 9. And again, folks, you're talking absolute. I pulled them myself. Pack fresh, box fresh. Nothing wrong with these cards. We continue on with box number 5. Box number 5. Just ridiculous, folks. You know, it's just... Alright, we got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Ridiculous. Here's a Pete Alonso, PSA 10. Here's an 8. Ronald Acuna. Yikes. Oof. I'm looking for any sort of white on these green borders. And even the smallest smidge of white, I'd say, okay, well, it's deserving of an 8, but... You know, where are you guys? Where are you guys seeing an 8? I'm not seeing anything. Here's the Santa hat. That's a 9. Verlander, 10. Rizzo. That is a 9. Alonso, what else is new? 9. Eloy Jimenez, 8. Disgusting. Vladimir Guerrero, 10. Vladimir, 9. Tatis, 9. Tatis, 9. Tatis, 9. Here's a 10. How about that? Here's a soccer card. Again, pack fresh, getting a 6. EX Mint 6. Good God. What in the world? Shiny as can be. Oh, man, that's funny. Upcoming Chelsea star, potentially. A nice rookie card. And what does it get? Gets this disaster. Alright, here's some Yu-Gi-Oh! How about a 9 Collector's Tin Blue Eyes? This, if I recall, was between a 9 and 10. So, the 9 wasn't too shabby on that. Okay. We're starting off okay. Here's a 9 Shonen Jump Promo Blue Eyes Ultimate. Don't know what they see here. You know? Clean as a whistle. Look at the great corners. Look at that back. Look at that back. Unbelievable. Here's a Mint 9 Polymerization. This is the LOB. And pretty strong 9, I'd say. Here we go. PSA 8 Red Eyes Black Dragon. First edition. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. How are the corners looking? Pretty good, right? Centering, yeah. I get it. Left to right, absolutely. Could be considered not a 10, right? But aside from that, folks, what do you see? What do you see, folks? How about this one? Yep, this one totally docked. Got an 8 for good reason with the centering. Up and down. Pretty far off left to right, but that's basically it. This is the wavy. And yeah, back centering pretty far off. But 8? I mean, again, the card was phenomenal. Aside from that, so... Yeah, I get it, right? You're gonna hurt me on the centering, but 8? You know, that's what I don't understand. But is what it is, right, folks? Is what it is. How about this one? How about this Blue Eyes PSA 8? How about this? Let's take a hard look at this one. Hard look at this one. Is the centering left to right off? Yes, it is. Does this card deserve a PSA 8? That's the question. You know, absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That one was one of the most annoying of them all. Man-eater bug. See another 8. What a tremendous surface. Another 8. Unlimited Blue Eyes White Dragon. A 9 for good measure, right? Don't see a darn thing there. How about this one? PSA 6. PSA 6, huh? Look at that. Look at that wonderful PSA 6. Looks like a 6, doesn't it? Absolute disaster. Lava Golem 8. Look at that one. Okay. Beast of Tall War 8. I'm not even going to show these anymore. It gets monotonous. Buster Blader 9. Excellent 5, Call the Haunted. Now, I'll be honest, there was something wrong with this card. I just wanted to submit this one. I don't know why. There was definitely something wrong with this. Valid grade. I'll give it to him. How about this 8? Chaos Command Magician. How about that? And the irony of this, Yu-Gi-Oh! Getting absolutely slaughtered after the SMR magazine featuring Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Maybe just irony, huh? Or maybe something else going on. I don't know. Dark Paladin 9. Stunning card. Stunning card. Honestly, flawless card. 9. Luster Dragon 8. Don't know where they saw anything going on with this one. Yep. Same old nonsense. How about a 6? Vampire Lord. Now, one of these Vampire Lords definitely had some faults. So, this may, well, very likely have been the one. Do I think it was 6 worthy? Absolutely not. Here's an 8. Don't see what the problem is there. Ironically, this thing got a 9. Don't know how. Injection Fairy Lily. Centering left to right is off. Of course, Pack Fresh, I pulled it myself. Flawless card. Absolutely flawless card. No issues with it at all, aside from centering. But I thought, considering what they did earlier, I thought that'd be an 8. Dark Mirror Force, where are you getting an 8 here? Where in the world are you getting an 8 here? And the irony of this, the population of 10s of this, pretty low. Does this get logged in before they freaking start grading it? Do they say, oh, population of 10s is pretty low because guess what? There's a 7. Tell me this is a 7. I don't know. A D-Mock. What that? Full foil. That's a 9. Again, you just want to look at these cards and just be like, what in the world is happening? Here's another D-Mock. This one, 8. Chaos Emperor. How about an 8? Yes, it is OC. Up, down, left, right. But an absolutely stunning, flawless card aside from that. So, you're going to dock it 2 points for centering. Pretty ridiculous. And we continue on here. An absolute disaster of a submission. It just is so freaking comical. You know? So freaking comical. And it just gets better and better, really. How about a 7? Chaos Emperor 7. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 7. And I'm trying to see, like, okay, if there's, like, you know, not the sharpest corner, if there's any sort of... Does it constitute a 7? You know what I mean? Like, is that worthy of a 7? Here's a 9 Zaborg. This thing was off-center, right? Yes, and that's where it got the 9. Valid. Blowback Dragon. It got an 8 because of the centering. Again, left to right. This thing was immaculate condition. How about this 10? Never in a million years did I expect a 10 out of this. First 10 in Yu-Gi-Oh? Is that? It is. This is the first 10 in how many cards? I don't want to know. I do not want to even imagine. Enemy controller, a 9. Why not? End of Anubis, 9. End of Anubis, 9. Zero DeVille, 8. How about an 8? Let's add some salt with some ultimates. How about a 9? Elemental Hero, Wild Wingman. Look at that. Look at that horrible condition card. How about a 9? Dark Neos. How about a 9? Black Horn of Heaven. Whoa, there's a 10. Second one. Black Horn of Heaven. Wow. Crazy, right? Crazy. Here's a 9 Ancient Gear Golem. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Clean as a whistle. Centering, the only thing that probably got it. Top to bottom, perhaps. Unbelievable. Cyber Dark Dragons. Pack Fresh. 9. 9. This is so bizarre. You know, I pulled all these Pack Fresh. And I'm seeing a 9. Oh, God. Here's a 10. How about that? They should all be 10s. Here's a 10. Here's a 9 again. Oof. Poor looking 9. Man, it should have got a 6 the way we're looking at this, right? Horrible. Ill or IL, Blood or Blood. That's an 8. What else is new? How about a 7? Power Tool Dragon. This did have its minor flaw. I think there was maybe a scratch or two. You could see it maybe right there. Yep. And I think one of the corners was kind of iffy. So yeah, I thought this one would come in a little lower. I thought it would be an 8. I did not think it was going to be a 7 by any means. Given this submission, though, it's not surprising anymore. So, again, it's light $1,500 on fire, right? I think that sounds pretty good. Pretty good to me. But a Dragon Master Knight. Let's give that bad boy a 9. God forbid you throw out a 10, right? Dark Magician Girl, how about a 5? How about a frickin' 5? Oh, man, isn't that great? Blue text. How about an 8 on one of the easiest cards in the game to grade, the Blue Eyes White Dragon? Let's look at how this is an 8. Let's look at this. Look at that back. Oh, horrific, right? 8. Yeah, this is gotta be an 8, right? Look at that. Awful. 9, because why would you give it a 10? You know, it's a video game promo. They should be easy 10s, but we're gonna let you off the hook with an 8. Instead, we'll give you a 9. How about these ghosts? How about these? This one's an 8. Trying to really look at that foil. You may have very minor scratching right there on the bottom. Yep, right there. Deserved. Do I think it's an 8? I mean, the card itself is, again, phenomenal. No, I don't think that's an 8-worthy card. Here's another 8. Again, just trying to find any scratches. Very difficult to do. And again, all these cards, guess what? All 3 of these were 9s. All 3 of them. What do they get this time? 8s. How about this rarity collection? That's a 9. I could deal with 9s. I can't deal with 8s like this. The 8s I cannot deal with. What do you think? 8 worthy? How about this one? 8. Pack fresh. How about this one? 9. Another 9. Another 8. There's got to be some sort of scratching then on this one. My goodness. Another 8. How about a 7? How about a freaking 7? Look at that 7. Look at that 7. Horrible. Here's a tour guide. 9. They're not going to give that a 10. Forget about it. Okay. Finally, something decent. Maximum Crisis, Joy, or Ash Blossom. That's a 10. About time. Shonen Jump. That's a 10. Chaos Emperor. And we get to the Pokemon. 9. Pulled on the channel. Of course, nothing wrong with it, but for continuity, we'll give it a 9, right? We're not going to give it more than that. We haven't given anything more than that, right? We continue on with the last box here, folks, and I hope you've enjoyed me getting slaughtered and losing about, well, how much did I lose on this? 1,500, yeah. Around that, because PSA graders don't know what they're doing. Because maybe there's some population stuff going on where they want to keep those 10s and even 9s now relatively coveted and expensive. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there, right? Here we go. Final Pokemon cards. Ninetales 9. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, boy. How about a Pincer? This one I was actually happy with. A no symbol Pincer. That one got a 9. So, I was actually happy with that one. That one's a 7. I thought this... Yeah, there was some scratching. Yeah. Yeah, some scratching there. I think there was some whitening going on. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's in the case. I don't know. 7. And this one is one of the hottest cards in the market. There was some foiling, if I recall. Some silvering. Trying to see if I can get it. Whoa, no, the back actually looks really nice. Really clean. Yeah, you got a little bit of problems on that corner. Just a tad on the bottom corner. But, an 8. Trying to find those scratches, but... I don't know, 8 seemed pretty rough. Here's a 7. Yeah, this had that vertical line. Hoping for an 8 on that one. This is deserved. I will say, a 7... Yeah, look at the back. Really good. See that back? Edges, awesome. So basically that vertical line cut it right down to a 7. Dark Persian. This was actually one of the highlights. This one got a 9. Actually very happy about this one. The no HP error. So this one, extremely happy about. There's only 110 in existence. And it did have that white speck. So actually happy. Wow. About this card. Now here's where I'm unhappy. Charizard EX. How about a 9? Let's look at the back of this. Okay. The most minuscule speck. Okay. And that's all. The rest of the card is clean as a whistle. Okay. Maybe. How about this one? This one also a 9. Let's look at the back. Look at that back. Think that's a 9? I don't. I definitely don't. And how about this baby? This baby's an 8. I believe it had like a white speck. One white speck. A 9 was sufficient in my opinion. Yeah, I mean this corner, yeah, you had just a bit of whitening there. Yep, right there. And that is about it. That was about it. Yep. Where in the world that's an 8? I don't know. How about this 8? Regirock. Don't get it. And a Sigilyph 8. Pretty good looking back for a relatively new card. Yeah, it's got that white there, so maybe an 8's deserved. I mean, I think a 9 is a little bit more favorable, but I don't get those gold stars, but it is what it is. Until next time, YugiohTube signing out.